Shivaji's childhood today. So now I am starting with my PPT. Kindly pay attention towards the PPT, okay? So because this chapter is very important, so you have to carefully observe what is there in the PPT. I will be asking you the questions. You don't have to put a chat message in the while the lecture is going on, okay? So carefully observe the PPT. I'm going to start with the PPT now, okay? Chapter number 4, Shivaji's childhood. Now first we will see about the birth of Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, we will see birth of Shivaji Maharaj. When Shahaji had stopped working for Adil Shah was quite angry. He sent a huge army to Pune and completely destroyed Pune because it was Shahaji's Jahangir. Now what happened when Shahaji stopped working for Adil Shah? Yes, you know now about the two kings, the Adil Shah and the Nizam Shah. And Shahaji was working for Adil Shah. But when stopped working for Adil Shah, he was very angry with Shahaji Raje. And he had sent a huge army to destroy Shahaji Raje and to destroy the Jahangir of Pune. Jijabai was going to have a baby soon, and Shahaji wanted her to be in a safe place. At that time, Shivaji's mother was expecting. Okay, she was going to give birth to a baby, and Shahaji Raje wanted her to be very safe. So what did he do? There was war everywhere all the time. She needed to be somewhere peaceful and quiet. Now, when Adil Shah wanted to destroy the Jahangir of Pune, he wanted to destroy Shahaji Raje. Yes, at that time, Jijabai was expecting she was going to give birth to the baby, and Shahaji Raje wanted to be very safe. So, and there was war going on everywhere. हर जगह पे war हो रहा था, हर जगह पे लड़ाई हो रही थी, and she needed a place where it would be peaceful for her. Okay, she required rest, and a peaceful and quiet place was needed for her to give birth to a baby. Shahaji thought a lot and decided to send Jizav to the Shivneri fort in Junnar. Now, what did Shahaji Maharaj do? He thought for a while, and he thought that there is war everywhere going on. This is not the safest place for for Jijabai and for the baby to get delivered here. So what did he do? He took Jijabai, he sent Jijabai to Shivneri fort in Junnar. Yes, the Shivneri fort is located in Junnar, and he sent Jijabai in the Shivneri fort. Junnar is in Pune district. It is one of the oldest cities in India. More than 100 caves are carved out in the mountains around Junnar. Now, it is the oldest place, okay? Junnar is the oldest place in the Pune district, and there are 100 caves carved out in the mountains around the Junnar. Means there are 100 caves are made around that Junnar city. The commander of the fort was a relative of Shahaji and so would take good care of Jijav. Now the commander who was there in the fort, who used to take the care of that fort, he was the very good relative of Shahaji Raje. Yes, he was a very good relative of Shahaji Raje, and he took the charge of taking care of Jijabai. Okay, he took the care of Jijabai. He took the charge of taking good care of Jijabai. That way she would get some rest and could look after herself also. Now, that was the safest place for her and for her baby. Okay, in that case, she would also get some rest. Okay, it was a peaceful place for her and also for the baby who was going to come. So, that was the place where she all needed the rest and a peaceful life. Shivneri was an old fort and very strong and sturdy. It was in the Sahyadri mountains. It was in the Sahyadri mountains. Now, where was this fort? Yes, it was located in the Sahyadri mountain, and the pillars were so strong. Yes, the pillars were so strong and sturdy because it was a very old fort. It was situated in the Sahyadri mountains, and there were also many temples. Yes, there were so many temples in the Shivneri fort. In the picture, you can see the Shivneri fort is there. You can see the Shivneri fort is there. Even the cradle is there. Yes, you can see a cradle is there. Down the Shivneri fort is there. There were grand gates, gardens, peacocks, monkeys, birds, caves. It is a very charming and lovely place to be in. Jija was very happy to be in Shivneri. Now, how was that place where Jija was kept, where Jijabai was staying? The place was having a grand gates. Grand gates means the big gates, okay? There were so many gardens. There were beautiful gardens with beautiful plants. There were peacocks, there were monkeys, there were birds, okay? All this Shivneri fort was situated on the mountain area, and it was having all these things present there. And Jijabai was very happy to stay in Shivneri fort. Yes, Jijabai was very happy because it was a pleasant climate there. It was the safest place for her and for a baby. So Jijabai was very happy to stay at Shivneri fort. This was in November 1629. And which was the date? It was November 1629. Good nurses and doctors kept visiting the fort to take care of Jija. Now, good nurses and doctors is Shahji made all the facilities for Jijabai and his son. So, there were very good doctors and very good nurses who were visiting the Shivneri fort every time, and they used to take proper care of Jijabai. The room for the baby was decorated and ready. Yes, the baby who was going to come, who was going to visit, okay, the room was kept decorated. Yes, it was fully decorated and it was kept ready for the baby, for welcoming the baby. And then on the 19th of the February, a son was born to Jizav. Okay, on 19th of February, the birth of Shivaji Maharaj took place. Yes, Shivaji Maharaj birth took place on 19th February. Everybody was happy and drums were beating on the fort. Everybody was happy. There was a pleasant climate. There was a happy climate everywhere. Yes, everybody was so happy that there were drums beating on the fort. This was the first celebration there after almost 300 years. In the 300 years, no celebration took place in that fort. But after 300 years, after the birth of Shivaji Maharaj, this was the first celebration which took place in the Shivneri fort. Because of the goddess Shiva on the fort, Jijabai named her son Shivaji. Yes, the temple was there. Yes, there was a temple of goddess, and the goddess Shiva was the temple of goddess Shiva was on the fort, and because of that, the Jijabai named her son Shivaji. Yes, Shivaji got his name because of goddess Shiva. Shivaji was a sixth son. Okay, Shivaji was a sixth son of Shahaji and Jijabai. The eldest was Sambhaji. Yes, Sambhaji was the eldest son of Jijabai and Shahaji. The next four died when they were babies, and the four babies died when they were born. Sambhaji was now 7 years old. He had just gotten married on the Shivneri fort too. Now Sambhaji was 7 years old. He got married on the Shivneri fort. Yes, where did Sambhaji got married? He got married on the Shivneri fort. Shahaji Raje heard the good news and after a few days came to see his son. When Shahaji Raje was having a war with Adil Shah, yes, there was continuously a war taking place with Adil Shah. Shahaji Maharaj came to know about the birth of his son. He came to know about the birth of his baby and he was very happy to hear the good news. And after a few days, when the war was completed, he came to visit his wife and his son. Jijabai, as people started calling her, made sure that Shivaji was properly looked after and taking care. Okay. Now people used to call her Jijabai. She made sure that Shivaji Maharaj was properly given proper care, good care. Okay. She took the proper charge of Shivaji's childhood and everyone loved him anyway. And the people who were staying nearby the Shivneri fort, they loved him so much. They cared for him. Yes, they also cared for Jijabai and they gave full respect for Jijabai and also for Shivaji Maharaj. He was healthy, playful, and happy baby. Yes, how was Shivaji Maharaj? He was very healthy. He was a playful child and he was a happy baby. As he grew older, he started playing battle games with his friends. Now, slowly, when he started to grow up, when he was staying at the Shivneri Fort, there were so many friends. Yes, so he became friends with many people, many of the children who were staying nearby the Shivneri Forts. And when he was staying there, he started growing up with the children there, and he started playing the games like battle games. Yes, he started playing the battle games. As Jijabai watched, she hoped that these children would use their bravery for their own people, not for foreign sultans. Now, when Jijabai was seeing all this, yes, she used to take proper care of Shivaji Maharaj. Yes, she used to keep him every time under her eyes. She never made him away from his eyes. She used to carefully observe how he was growing, what games he was playing, and when he saw that he is playing the battle game, she was very happy. She hoped that all these children who are playing the battle games will fight for their own people. When they will grow up, they will become so brave that they will fight for their own people and not for the foreign sultans. Yes, the sultans who were staying in the foreign countries who used to harass people, they won't fight for that foreign sultans. They will fight for their own country. They will fight for their own people. As Shivaji grew up in Sayadris, he started loving the mountains. Yes. Now Shivaji's life was in the Sayadris only, yes, because his birthplace was in the Sayadri mountains, yes, in the Shivneri fort, where he started growing up there only in the mountain areas. He started to grow up and he started loving that place so much that he don't wanted to shift away from that places. And he started loving the mountain areas. Why? Because he was born and brought up in that Sayadri mountains. He started finding out new routes and different ways of attacking or defending the place. Now, while playing with the other children, what did he do? He started to find new routes. Yes, he started to find new routes and different ways from where he will attack or defend the places. Defending means bachana. एक दूसरे को बचाना. Defending means एक दूसरे को बचाना. He made friends with the poor people there and played with them. Now, Shivaji Maharaj never made friendship with rich people. Yes, when he was a small child, he was playing with the people, with the children who were on that Sayadri mountains. And the people who were staying there was from the poor background. And Shivaji was born and brought up with that poor children only. And he also made friendship with that poor children, the people who were staying there. They were having the children who was from the poor background. Shivaji Maharaj made friendship with these poor people and he liked to play, he loved to play with that children. All of them really liked Shivaji. As time passed, Shivaji became stronger, smarter, and more confident. Now, when Shivaji Maharaj started to grow up, slowly, when he started to grow up, his personality changed. Yes, his personality was totally changed. He became more and more stronger. He became more and more smarter, and he was gaining confident. Yes, he started to gain much more confident. 6 years passed like this. It was a quite happy and peaceful time for Shivaji. Now almost 6 years have passed. Shivaji was staying in the mountain area. 6 years have passed and it was a very good time, pleasant time for Shivaji and his mother. Jijabai made sure that Shivaji understood the right things too. Now, as Jijabai was taking the full charge of Shivaji's childhood, yes, it was her duty to mold his child, to give him good knowledge, to give him good manners. So she made sure that Shivaji will also get the knowledge about understanding what is the right things and what are the bad things. Every evening she would sit with Shivaji and tell him stories of brave kings, of people like Rama, Krishna, Bhim, and Abhimanyu. Now, every evening she used to take Shivaji and she used to tell him so many stories. And she used to tell him the stories about all the brave peoples. She used to narrate the stories about brave kings like Rama, Krishna, Bhim, and Abhimanyu. She would also tell him about the saints like Jnaneshwar, Namdev, and Eknath. This made Shivaji respect all the saints and great men. She also used to tell him that there were so many great saints like Jnaneshwar, Namdev, and Eknath who visited our place, who gave the knowledge to the people, who have spread the love and affection in the mind of people, who have trained the people to love their own religion, yes, to treat each and every people equally, okay? No one is superior, no one is inferior. All these things have been taught by the great saints who have been visited our place. And because of listening all that stories, because of hearing the great stories of these peoples, the saints, Shivaji Maharaj gained more and more respect for all the saints and the great men. And that was the end of our topic, okay? And that was the end of our topic. So everybody understood about Shivaji's childhood. Yes, everybody understood about Shivaji's childhood. Put a quick voice. So we'll start with our video then. Okay, the topic was very good. Yes, it was a story-like chapter. Now I will show you a video regarding Shivaji's childhood. Okay, so it will be more easy for you to understand. Okay, whatever things you have missed, whatever things you didn't understood, when you will see that video, you will find more easy while seeing that video. Yes, Manasvi, you can see me, but wait for a while. After the topic, we will see each other, okay? Hi. Hello, Sapna teacher. Hello, Sapna teacher.
Standard 4th, subject EVS2. Students, in the previous lesson, that is the Maratha Sardars, the famous house of Bhosles, you have learned Nizam Shah and Adil Shah used the armies of Maratha Sardars in their constant warfare. The most famous among the Sardars in the courts of Nizam Shah and Adil Shah were Jadavs of Sindhkhet, Nimbalkars of Paltan, Nikamban, the Wazir of Nizam Shah. Nizam Shah conferred the Jagis of Pune and Supe on Maloji Raje. Maloji Raje restored the temple of Krishneshwar near Berul. Shahaji Raje and Sharifji were the sons of Maloji Raje. Shahaji Raje closely inherited the Jagir of his father. Later, he was married to Jizabai, the daughter of Lakhoji Rao Jadhav. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, that is Shivaji's childhood. Today in this lesson we'll focus on the main points, that is the birth of Shivaji, Shivaji's childhood, Shahaji Raje towards the Mughals, founding of a new Nizam Shahi, Jijabai and Shivaji in Karnataka. The first point, that is the birth of Shivaji, now we will see in detail. Those days were very unsettled, the hectic days. There was a constant warfare between Nizam Shah and Adil Shah, and they used the Maratha Sardars in their warfare. Suddenly, Shahjahan from the north had dispatched a big army to conquer the Deccan. Pune, the principal town of Shahaji's Raje, Jagir, was burned to the ground by Adil Shah of Bijapur. Shahaji Raje was in real trouble now. He found himself between the devil and the deep sea.
Sorry.
Shahaji Raje was in a great trouble because of the constant war between Adil Shah and Nizam Shah. On the other hand, Jijabai was pregnant, and the great question which worried Shahaji Raje was some place where Jijabai could remain in safety and in peace. Then he remembered about Shivneri food and decided to send Jijabai over there. Shivneri was one of the strongest forts near Zunnar in Pune district. It had steep cliffs on four sides, strong fortification, and massive doors. Shivneri was one of the strongest fort in Zunnar. Zunnar is a place in Pune district. It had a steep cliffs on four sides. Steep cliff means a straight slopes on four sides of the fort. Means there was no proper way to reach the fort. It had a strong fortification. Fortification means a strong wall and large and heavy doors for the fort. And this fort was then in charge of Vijayaraj, a relative of Bhosle. Bhosles were the relatives of Shahaji Raje, and he agreed to give protection to Jizabai. So Shahaji left her there and marched against Mughal, as Shahaji Raje know that now Jijabai is in the safe hand. So he left her back in the Shivneri court and went to march against the Mughal. And then the golden day dawned. On the auspicious day of Falgun, Vaidya Tritiya in the year 1551 of the Shaka era, that is, on 19th February 1630, to the sounds of pipes and drums playing in the Nagar Khana, Jizabai gave birth to a son. All the residents of the fort were overjoyed. On the 12th day, with the appropriate ceremony, the child was named Shivaji, as the child was born in the fort Shivneri. Students, you know when Shivaji was born? He was born on 19 February 1630, and full Pune was playing the drums. All over the Pune, they were happy that Shahaji had a son, that Jijabai has given birth to a son, and they named on the 12th day as Shivaji. Why they gave the name as Shivaji? Because in that fort there was Lord Shiva's temple, and because of that, Shivaji got Lord Shiva's name. And with respect, everyone called Shiva as Shivaji. Now the second point, Shivaji's childhood. Shivaji passed the first 6 years of his life in highly unsettled conditions. Unsettled means out of order or unstable in some way. Even so, Jijabai did not neglect his education. She never failed or forgot to teach him. Every evening she would light the household lamps and then call Shivaji to her. Every day she used to teach him something new, and she would shower all her affection on him. When Jijabai called Shivaji to her, Jijabai taught him the stories of Rama and Krishna. of Bhim and Abhimanyu. On the other occasions, Jizabai would recite him the devotional religious worship songs of Sant Namdev, Sant Naneshwar, and Sant Eknath. Devotional songs. Shivaji liked to listen to the exploits of brave man. Shivaji felt that on growing up, he should also display valor like them. Jijabai used to tell him the stories of many pious, devotedly religious persons and saints that instilled in him a respect and honor for all saints and great men. Children from poor families came to play with Shivaji. Sometimes he visited them in their huts and shared their simple meal of onion and bhakri with great relish. Great relish means with great enjoyment. How students you enjoy your when mommy makes something, your favorite snacks, you enjoy with great relish. In the same way, Shivaji is to enjoy their onion and bhakri meal when he is to visit their huts and when they were free. They created interesting games to pass their times. The children of the Mavlas were like a birds in the forest. When you're free, when you're playing, you don't think that you have anything, any tension or anything you have to do. You play like a bird. They would imitate means copy the sounds of cuckoo or parrot or tiger to their perfection. The same sounds when they were playing when they were playing in the forest. They used to imitate, they used to copy and follow the sound of cuckoo, parrot, tiger to their perfection. Their pastime was building small forts of mud and making earthen elephants. Earthen elephants means the clay elephants and horses out of mud. They played hide and seek or played with ball or top. Even we play students. In the same way, when Shivaji was small, he used to play with his Mavla friends. And in this way, Shivaji joined them in all the games and became very popular. Third point, Shahaji Raje towards Mughals. Shahaji Raje returned to Nizam Shahi, all right, but he did not get any peace of mind there. Nizam Shah was fickle-minded person, believed in all gossips readily. Fickle-minded means changing frequently, especially as regard to one's loyalties or affection. Gossip means someone who reveals personal information. So Nizam Shah always believed in others. Hence, many conspiracies, petty rivalries invested in the court of Nizam Shah. In the competition for the same objectives were going on, the court of Nizam. It led to the killing of Lakhoji Rao Jadhav openly in the court at the instigation of Nizam Shah himself. Shahaji Raje could not withstand this, became angry and left Nizam Shahi and joined the Mughals. Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor, made him Sardar at his court. Students, do you know who was Lakhoji Rao Jadhav? He was the father of Jizabai and father-in-law of Shahaji Raje, which he did not like when Lakhoji Rao Jadhav was killed in Nizam Shah's court. He became very angry and he left Nizam Shah and he joined hands with Mughals. In the meantime, secretly joining hands with Mughals, Fateh Khan killed Nizam Shah. When Shahji was not with Nizam Shah, Fateh Khan got the chance and he killed Nizam Shah. There was complete anarchy in the state. It became evident that Fateh Khan was strategically planning to enable the Mughal and swallow Nizam Shahi. Fateh Khan was very cruel person, very faithless like unworthiness he had, and he wanted full Nizam Shahi under his control. Because of that, he killed Nizam Shah, and he wanted that full place. In return, the Mughals rewarded him with the territory under the control of Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje was enraged, and so he left the services of Mughal. He decided to teach a lesson using all his might. When Fateh Khan also joined the Mughals, Shahji also left from Mughal and he decided that he will teach a lesson to Shahaji now. The fourth point, founding of a new Nizam Shahi. In order to forestall Mughal Emperor and Wazir, Fateh Khan Shahji Raje found out of child heir from the Nizam's family and on the fort of Premgiri near Sunar declared him as the new Nizam Shah. So, you know what is heir? Heir means a person legally entitled to the property or a rank of another on that person's death. Means when Nizam Shah was killed, so somebody should be there in his place. So Shahaji found a legal heir from his family and declared him as a new Nizam Shah. Thus, he established an altogether a new kingdom, which included the territory between the rivers Godavari and Neera. Shahaji Raje fought vigorously to protect the new state. Initially, Adil Shah was with him in these efforts, but later the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan himself marched south upon Shahaji Raje and threatened Adil Shah. Then Adil Shah signed a treaty of friendship with him against Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje now began to fight the joint forces of Mughals and Adil Shah using guerrilla tactics, but he could not sustain the war all by himself. In 1636, unwillingly, he signed the Treaty of Peace with Mughals. He could not alone fight with everyone, so he signed a treaty of peace with Mughals. He could not create his own kingdom as the times were not favorable for him, but his daring spirit kindled a confidence among the Marathi people. This proved useful for Shivaji in establishing Swaraj for a few years later. Shivaji learned from his father how his father was brave, how he fought to save when he was joined in any of the kingdom. Fifth point, Jizabai and Shivaji in Karnataka. After the downfall of Nizam Shahi established by Shahaji Raje, the kingdom which Shahaji Raje had founded, the new Nizam Shahi, had a downfall. Its territory was divided by the Mughals and Adil Shah among themselves. Shahaji Raje's Jagir of Pune and Supi lay within Adil Shah's share. Adil Shah gave it to Shahaji Raje on his behalf. Now Shahaji Raje joined the Adil Shahi services again. Adil Shah assigned him given the task of conquering the territories in distant Karnataka, far away from Pune, far away from Maharashtra. Now Adil Shah sent Shahaji Raje to Karnataka to conquer the territories in Karnataka. Sometime after the departure of Shahaji Raje to Karnataka, when Adil Shah assigned him the task of conquering the territories of Karnataka, Jizabai and Shivaji joined him there. Shivaji's childhood in Maharashtra was very hectic. Shivaji and Jizabai had to rush continuously from one fort to another. At that time, young Shivaji used to hear the stories of the brave deeds of his father Shahaji. Jizabai and Shivaji got some peace when they came to Karnataka. Shahaji Raje defeated many kings in Karnataka, and because of this, Adil Shah became very happy of Shahaji's work, and then Adil Shah awarded him with the Jagir of Bangalore. Shahaji Raje then made the city of Bangalore his headquarters. He lived there with all the trappings of a king and began to summon the court. As you can see in this picture of India and the city of Bangalore. That city of Bangalore, Adil Shah awarded to Shahaji Raje. Now Shahaji Raje had Pune, Supe, and Bangalore as his Jagir. Thanks. But
Okay, student. So everybody understood the video? Yes? So anybody is having any doubt in the topic? Any points you didn't understood? Okay, so we will go with the question answer session now. Okay, now where did the birth of Shivaji